Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Illusion of Gaia. This is TaterHater540, and in the last episode, we finished up the first major dungeon in the game, killed our first big boss. Unfortunately, we didn't get to hear what the boss music was like, 'cause it's awesome, and somebody completely messed up their Let's Play. But anyways, I promise it's not going to happen for this episode. Um, we jumped down a hole, and we found ourselves on this mysterious Incan ship that has supposedly been down here for who knows how long. And let's go ahead and get to this. Will says, "This is the Incan Gold ship." What? I feel like someone's there. I walk over here. Oh my god, there are actually Incans on this ship somehow. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say that this is the point in the game where the storyline starts to get really confusing and starts to not make a whole lot of sense at all. We got some people dancing here, I guess. I don't know. Must be bored having been on the ship for so long. There's really not a whole lot to do here except talk to the people, and for whatever reason, all these people call you king, and Will is, of course, taken aback by this. Nobody really knows, but he doesn't really know what to make of that. The only thing you need to do is come into this room, and you can't actually go all the way this way if you dodge all these barrels, tables, and whatnot. You can talk to the queen. And all she tells you is that the mystic statue that we're actually here looking for is downstairs. And so we can go ahead and head downstairs and grab that. Once again, you dodge through all these barrels. There's so many of them. That person looks a lot like Lily. But anyway, in this chest, da da da, it's a mystic statue. Alright, and that marks our first mystic statue of the game. That's 1 out of 6. And so you already know, just looking at that, that we're going to have to do 6 of these dungeons throughout the game in order to get all the mystic statues. At least 6 of them. Probably at least 1 more if we do the final dungeon. Alright. What we want to do after this is come back outside on the deck and head up the crow's nest. Once we get up here, we talk to this guy. Oh, wrong button. "Oh, Short King, look there, the ship is coming out of the cave. How dare you call me short, you jerk, you feather hat." Alright, we get this beautiful ocean scene. Some blue skies, blue water. "After living in darkness for so long, the brightness is like a new beginning. How can invaders come to destroy a world as beautiful as this?" Okay, so these Incan guys must have been floating around in a cave for some time if they haven't seen fresh air in a while. The neato thing about being up here is that you can actually jump back down, which is much faster and much, much cooler. Because Will just does it so gracefully. Just jumps down a few stories, lands on his knee. No big deal. No big deal. He does it here too. Anyways, the only other thing to do now is, like I said, you can talk to people, or you can just come to this bunk. I got this bunk bed. This is not appropriate for a king at all. And you fall into sleep. Oh, what is this? It appears we are in Will's dream. What does Will dream about? By the way, this is some of the coolest music in the game right here. This little dream sequence. Just listen to it. Isn't it awesome? But anyways, it appears we might be in Bill and Lola's house. Let's head downstairs and see who's here. Who is this person? Spotlight. Mother? Oh, this might be Will's mom that we're dreaming about. Heh, 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 heh. Dirty jokes ensue. "Look in the sky, the comet is so beautiful. After years and years, the comet approaches Earth and recedes. Some say it's an unlucky star, some say it's a lucky star. Will, what do you think?" Well, how the hell am I supposed to know? I'm not an astronomer. I don't know these things. Astronomer. Astronomer. But we'll go ahead and I guess we'll be optimistic here and say it's a lucky star. Alright, then hope that happiness doesn't slip away. Will, I am always watching over you. Well, thank you, Mom. That's a very encouraging mom dream that we had. That wasn't dirty whatsoever. Wait, what? What happened? Where's all the gold? Where are the Incans? And why is Lily here? We wake up and actually you assume control of Will as soon as he stands up, but if you just stand there for a little bit, it kind of looks like Will's just baffled by their presence. We can jump off of this bed too, which is one of the coolest things about being here. Such a dramatic bed jumping. You were acting strange, so we followed you. Then we reached a strange town. Wait, don't call it strange. I was born there. It's invisible. I'd call that pretty strange. You can't go on a journey without telling us. Since we're friends, we have to share good times and bad. The Lance's a little offended that we left without him, which is okay, because I really don't understand how they got on this ship. I mean, it's okay that he followed us, but I mean, we had to kill monsters and find statues and do all kinds of crazy stuff to get here. You're back so late, the Elder must have read your fortune. He said that you were floating alone on the sea. I was so surprised. And how did you guys get out here? I really just don't understand that part of the story. Okay, and now what we actually need to do here is to head over this way. And as you can see, the queen is no longer there. It's just her corpse. Everything else is a corpse here too. And what you want to do before you examine the corpses, we'll actually move on to the next scene, is you want to come outside, all the way back outside. Come over here and talk to Seth, who is here as well as Eric. But we're not going to talk to Eric because he doesn't have anything important to say. He never does. And Seth says he found a strange jewel on board the ship. He'll give it to us. So we get a red jewel. And you have to remember to do this before you move on, or else you won't get a chance to get that jewel. You're about to find out why. So now, Kara says, they perish waiting for the king's return. I can't say anything that disrupts people's peaceful lives. Alright, whatever, Kara. We don't care. The queen's mummy sleeps silently. There is a gold ring on her long, slender, bony finger. That ring must be one of the artifacts put on the ship. This is one of the most valuable of all artifacts. Many people have lost their lives trying to get rich by finding this ring. I want the ring. It's so pretty. I really must have it. My precious. Yeah, okay. Have you no shame? You could be cursed. And that's actually not inaccurate, because we take the ring and shit starts blowing up everywhere. Oh no, danger music. What's going on? The ship is shaking. What's hitting us? Lance says, are you okay? Comes from outside, and it's in purple lettering, so that means it's Seth talking. Oh no, Seth, what could have happened to you? There's Eric. What happened to Seth? Something happened. Yee, it's Seth! A huge, enormous, giant fish ran into the ship. He's sobbing, he's crying about it. Seth fell in the water. He was swallowed. What was that? The whole ship is shaking more. Hope we get to see this fish. Ah, it's that fish again. We'll all be dessert. We'll stop crying and grab this or you'll fall overboard. We shake violently and we'll all go careening off of the ship. The ship is no more. What? Where are we? Oh, no. No, 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 anything but this. We're on a raft in the middle of nowhere with Kara. God. And now enter probably the longest and most boring part of this game. Alright, we'll talk to Kara and see what she says. You've just come to. I've lost everyone. Are you okay? No. Of course, you were unconscious for more than half a day. I've read about being adrift, but I never thought it would happen to me. Disasters sometimes happen suddenly. Well, as a matter of fact, I think they always do. That's what makes them disasters. Else we would prevent them. Don't be upset. Don't think about the future. Let's just enjoy drifting. Yeah, and starving and sunburning and all that good stuff. I'm starved. I'll have the meat I brought from the castle. Alright. Yeah, you remember that leg of yak that we picked up in the second episode, I believe, and we never did anything with? Well, this is what you do with it. You're out here on the boat, bite off some of the meat, and it was the best food we'd ever had. And that's all. So, just so you know, it doesn't actually just take up a space in your inventory. You do actually do something with it. Alright, so here we are on day 2. There's some fish jumping along in the ocean. If you hit one of the fish with your staff, you see we lost some health, so I guess we're actually, kind of going hungry out here. We hit one of these fish, and Kara goes, "What are you doing, the poor fish?" I'm like, dude, we're starving. Let me have a freaking fish. Anyways. Beautiful, even after seeing it all day, I still never get tired of it. So, not much we can do here. And actually, there are some points in this game, or especially this sequence, where really the only way to progress the story is to just stand there. And I think that that's absolutely stupid. I mean, yeah, see, if you stand there long enough, as time passed slowly with nothing to break the monotony. Kara just stared at the fish all day. Will couldn't stand it. He walked around on the raft and talked to Kara many times. The minutes seemed like forever, but he could hear the march of time because he can hear time, guys. Drifting day 4. I have a premonition. Help is coming. What? Oh, maybe she sees something. What is it? Something is drifting here. What could it be? It's a pot of some kind. It's adrift at sea like we are. What's in the pot? There was a letter in the jar. I guess it's a jar, not a pot, whatever. The contents read, "We are on a ship on our way to be sold as forced labor in an unknown land. If anyone reads this, please save us. Sam." What's funny about this is it's purple writing, right? Which is the same color of Seth's writing. You know, because I don't know if you noticed or not, but the color of the text changes depending on who's talking. And Seth's is purple, so that kind of makes us wonder, even though it's signed Sam. Iffy. Alright, what does Kara say? My premonition. You said you wanted to be saved, but it's me who needs to be saved. Oh, I am so starved. You should have caught that fish if you had. I can't hurt such a pretty fish. Are you saying it's better to starve? Raw fish gives me the creeps. I can't eat it. Besides, the fish is fighting to stay alive. Fish feel pain. Have you ever thought of how the fish feels? If you want to eat it, go ahead. I'm not going to eat it. Okay, and so Kara has decided that not eating at all is better than hurting fish. Even though we're starving out here, we need something, right? So, anyways, Kara didn't say anything all day. A typical princess. She's such a bother. Yeah, we know. She's a pain in the ass. Drifting day 7. Drifting, first week. A school of fish. He reached the end of his rope. If he didn't eat more, he thought he would starve. Alright, and Kara's still not talking to us. It's been like 5 days and she hasn't said anything. And at this point, really all you have to do is just hit these fish and talk to them or select them to eat them. You gain 1 HP for every fish that you catch, so you really can just stand here mashing the button until you get enough. And you really don't even have to fill your health all the way back up. I always do. I don't know. I just felt like it was something that you should do since you have the time. But I guess you don't really have to. Alright, let's see what she says now. Well, sorry I talked to you that way yesterday. It wasn't yesterday, that was forever ago. I try to eat the fish. I can't do anything if I starve. Only in peacetime can you refuse food you don't like. Will says, let's catch a fish then. Alright. Get one. Kara decides he wants to eat it. Happily, Kara ate some fish. Will found that he was starting to develop... Oh, why is he developing feelings for Kara? How could anyone have feelings for her? She's ugly. A little pink dress. Alright, drifting day 12. Stars are beautiful. If I were taller, I could reach them. Surely Lily and Lance are looking at the same star-studded sky. If I could talk to the stars, I could find out where everyone is. There seems to be one extra star near the constellation of Cygnus. Yeah, that red star. Shall I make a wish upon that star? I have a feeling it'll come true. Will, close your eyes too. Will hopes for everyone's safety and for his father, ... And Will Kara snuggles up to him. That's disgusting. Drifting day 18. Alright, what do we got going on today? We've been adrift for almost 3 weeks now. Hasn't your hair gotten a little long? She laughs at him. Kara doesn't act like a spoiled princess now. If you told someone she was one of the island girls, no one would doubt it. It's terrible. What is that? There in the water. Oh no. Oh no. We're about to have a Jaws moment here. Maybe a shark? What? We can be eaten. What do we do? Oh no, danger music. And you can tell by my complete lack of genuine alarm that there is nothing going to happen here. And it's true, actually. These sharks actually can't and won't do absolutely anything to you, so there's no reason to worry or freak out here. It's just one of the darker moments of this game, honestly. I mean, you're out, just drifting out in the ocean, and you go through all kinds of crap out here. Kara says they're circling our raft, but they're not attacking. Will's like, well, let's think about it a second. This is another one of those moments where you really just have to wait in order to progress, and that's so stupid. It's I can't really decide if the developers just decided that the game wasn't long enough so they needed some filler material, or if they wanted to give you a genuine sense of boredom so you can relate to Will's situation a little better. Either way, it's convincing. I've got it, they're not hungry. My grandpa told me that only humans attack living things when they're not hungry. Then what we're doing is not usual human behavior. We didn't eat fish until we were starving. That's right, they're going. Goodbye, sharks. And the sharks just go away. Just wanted to see what's up, I guess. Drifting day 21. We've been out here for quite some time now, almost a month. What does Kara say? When I was in the castle, I loved watching the sunset. The sunset was so beautiful from the corridor of the castle, but now I've come to hate it. After the sun is set, the darkness comes. I thought I'd never see the sunrise again. But since you're with me, I have a beautiful sunrise every morning. With you by my side, I can enjoy even times like these. And Will is saying that he wanted to say the same things, but he just couldn't say it, which is okay because he doesn't need to, because Kara sucks. Oh no, Will's unconscious. What happened? Will, what's wrong? Wake up. Don't leave me here alone. What happens? Where are we? Wake up in some strange guy's bed. We don't know where we are. You can wake him up now. He'll be fine if he takes some vitamin C. It's scurvy, a disease caused by a long-term lack of vitamin C. Kara's like, I don't know what vitamin C is. Columbus's crew contracted it once, nothing to worry about. I'm glad that these people know who Columbus is, even though South Cape isn't a real place and neither is a Tory village. When it gets worse, the blood gets bad, the skin turns black, the gums bleed, and the body starts decaying. And Kara's like, gross, I don't want to hear that. Oh, I'm glad you're okay. You should thank the dog outside. He found your raft and came to get me. Sounds like an awesome dog to me. Will, wake up. We've reached land. We're saved. Will comes to, and he's just standing on this guy's bed. Kara, where am I? We're at the home of the kind man who saved us. You've been tossing in your sleep. I've kept putting blankets on you, but you threw them off. Because I don't want you to touch me. This is the south outskirts of Oakton. The city of Phrygia, I'm not really sure. It's half a day to the north. If you're looking for your friend, you should look in a big town. Alright, that makes sense. The cool thing is you can jump off this bed, too. And it's just so dramatic, and you jump like 2 feet off of a bed. Alright, we talked to Kara, and she says, at any rate, let's go to Phrygia. I'm going to thank the dog. Come back when you're ready. And now, one thing that you need to do before you talk to Kara is you need to investigate this pot over here, and you get another red jewel. You have to make sure you do that before you talk to Kara, because you won't be able to come back here. And if you miss that red jewel, then you miss the 50 red jewel secret awesome stuff at the end of the game. And once you've done that, then you talk to Kara and get out of here. Dog always says woof woof. This dog's name is Turbo. Turbo? Alright. Isn't he cute? Well, let's go. Maybe we'll see Lily, Lance, and Eric. Notice she makes zero mention of Seth because he's evidently dead. Alright. Here we are, off to Phrygia, in a place that we have no idea where we are now. Oh, there's flowers everywhere. This place is so pretty. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end it off here. In the next episode, we're going to enter the town of Phrygia. We're going to get into a couple of hijinks here. Some Let's Play wackiness in the world of Illusion of Gaia. Join me next time, and we'll play some more. Have a nice Tuesday. Goodbye.